DreAllDay.com.
What's up, everybody? Dre Baldwin, DreAllDay.com. So with the What Should I Do series, I had to make this video frequently asked what should I do questions. I need to make this one, even though I've said this a million times already. People don't listen, so sometimes when you make videos, as much as I do, you got to say things over and over again and make sure people hear it, because like I said, people don't listen. So there are a couple questions that keep getting asked in the What Should I Do series in the comments, that videos will not be made to address these questions. So people need to watch this video and stop asking them, because I'm not making a video to address any questions that refer to a couple specific topics. I'm going to address those right now because all y'all questions are pretty much the exact same question, so I'm not going to address them individually. So here's number one. Any technical skill questions. If somebody comes to me and says, Dre, I play this position and I want to get better because I want to do XYZ, whatever their goal is in basketball, how do I improve my skill, whatever basketball skill it is? How do I improve my jump shot? How do I get better at dribbling faster? How do I improve my crossover? How do I start beating defenders off the dribble? Anything like that, like how do I, and then the fill in the blank is some actual skill on the basketball court. You already know the answer to that question. Let's all say it at the same time. Work on your fucking game. If you want to get better at any skill in basketball, you got to put into practice. There's nothing that nobody needs to tell you. Ain't no videos you need to watch. There's no advice you need. You don't need any help. You need to help yourself and do the work. If you want to get better at any skill in basketball, you got to do the work. Now, I know it's funner and it seems more interesting, I guess, if somebody makes a video talking about it. But guess what? Talking about it and watching videos won't make you good at basketball. Because you know how many people talk about basketball and watch basketball videos? A lot. You know how many people can play basketball? A few. So if you want to get good at basketball, you got to do what most people are not doing. Most people are watching basketball videos, asking for advice, asking for help, and talking about the game and thinking about how to get better. Most people ain't doing the work. So if you want to be one of the people with some actual game, do the work. So there's no video needs to be made about that. So any questions about how do I get better at this skill and that skill, I'm not answering. I'm not making a video about it. Second question that I'm getting asked a lot is questions about dealing with coaches. All right, we'll just say dealing with coaches. I'll do this other one separate. Dealing with coaches. Here are the situations with coaches. I made videos about this at least 5 times already over the years, but I'm going to say it one more time in this video. If you have a challenge with your coach, you don't like the position you're playing, you don't like your playing time, you don't like something the coach said to you, you don't like the way the coach does his rotations, you don't like the fact that some player is playing more than you and you think you're better than that guy, you don't like the plays the coach runs, you don't like the way the coach tells you he wants you to play. Here are your 3 options, and there are only 3 options. I don't care what team you play for, how old you are, male or female, what country you live in. You have only 3 choices if you have a problem with the coaching situation on your basketball team. Option 1, go, this is the best option. Go express yourself to the coach. So basically take whatever you would say to me in the comments and go say that exact thing to the coach. Go tell the coach how you feel, that you don't like your playing time, you don't like your position, you feel like you could do more, you don't like the fact that he yelled at you, you don't like the fact that you don't get to play your right position, you don't like the fact that some players are playing more than you and you swear you're better than them. Take whatever you're saying to me in the comments, which most of you would never had a heart to say to your coach, but take it and I guess sugarcoat it in a way that makes it reasonable, because like I said, people got a lot more heart when they type it on the internet than they do when they look at somebody in the eye. So listen. Go talk to your coach and express yourself whatever way you need to. Let them know how you feel. Let them know what it is you actually want. What you have a problem with, then what it is you actually want. And then ask the coach how you can meet halfway or make the situation more to your liking. And then whatever the coach says, you have a choice to either do it or not do it. Option number 2, and I'll get back to that in option number 3, what you can do if you don't like what his response is or her response. Option number 2 is shut the fuck up and keep working, because guess what? When you're on a basketball team, if you playing anywhere other than the NBA, you have no power over the coach. The coach has more power than you. And anywhere you're playing, if you're playing in high school or college, guess what? The coach is getting paid and you not. So guess what? They can get rid of you and they'll find another basketball player. There are plenty of people who will gladly take your spot, and it don't cost them nothing to get rid of you. And if you, only place that I know that a player can have more power than a coach is when you watch games in the NBA, because those players make more than the coaches. But in college and high school, AAU or rec league, wherever you at, none of you is making more money than the coach. Sometimes neither of you is making any money. So they can get rid of you because you'll be gone in 4 years usually anyway, and the coach is still going to be around. So if you don't like what the situation is with your team, your second option is to stop complaining, stop bitching, because guess what? Nobody cares. Nobody feels sorry for you. Just deal with the situation, play hard, focus on your attitude, your effort, and being prepared. Be conditioned, be in shape, do your job as the coach asks you, and keep playing. And here's your third option. If you don't have the ability to communicate with your coach, because for whatever reason, the things that you're saying to me, you would never say to your coach, which I think applies to 90% of you. Second thing, maybe you do go talk to your coach and you don't like your coach's response and you still don't see eye to eye. Or the third thing is you don't want to shut the fuck up and keep working. You really don't like the situation. You feel like it's impossible and it's just not helping you grow and it's stifling you and it's keeping you down and whatever other excuses y'all players want to make when you want to blame everything and everybody other than yourselves. Here's your third choice. Get off the team. Go play for a different team. Go find another team to play for and prove that that coach didn't know what he was talking about or she was talking about. Prove that you're better than the players who are playing better than you. Prove that you really can play shooting guard when a coach had you playing power forward. Go prove it by playing on another team and doing the thing that that coach wouldn't allow you to do. Those are your three options. Now, some people say, well, what if I don't have another team to go play for? I don't have another choice. Well, guess what? You stuck with option 2. Shut the fuck up and keep working. Or option 1, go talk to the coach. If you have a problem with your coach, those are your only 3 choices. There are no other options when you have a problem with your coach. None. Next question people ask, a frequently asked question I'm getting in the What Should I Do series is when other people talk negatively about you. Oh, these guys who made the team talk bad about me because I didn't make the team. Or I miss shots and the players on the team get on me and they yell at me for missing shots and I start to feel bad about myself. Or I play in the game and the fans in the stands be talking shit about me and I start to feel down, then I miss layups and I get nervous and I don't do any of my moves. Or I get in the game and the coach is yelling and he's screaming and I get nervous and I don't feel confident, so when I get the ball I don't do any of the moves that I was practicing all week. What should I do? Listen, if you have a challenge with people talking negatively about you and you're unable to perform because of that, you probably chose the wrong vocation by playing sports. Because guess what? No matter what sport you play, no matter how good or bad you are, there are always going to be people who talk negatively about you. If that bothers you, if that stops you from performing, you might be in the wrong field. Because any sport, I don't care if it's tennis, it's swimming, if it's badminton, if it's horse racing, if it's basketball, football, baseball, hockey, there are always going to be people in the stands, people on the other team, even people on your own team who are going to talk negatively about you, and they're going to try to get in your head mentally, because we all know, maybe everybody doesn't really understand it consciously, but subconsciously we all know, if you get into somebody's head mentally, you can stop them from unlocking all their abilities physically. So even if somebody is way better than you physically, if you can get in their mind mentally, you can stop them from doing the things that they want to do. You got to toughen up mentally. And if that's a challenge for you, you can read a couple of books that I read. One is called The Mental Handbook. The other is The Mirror of Motivation. So I've already written books on those, so I'm not going to keep making videos about it. If you really, really, really find that to be a challenge and you don't know what else to do, read those books, get the information, and then apply what I'm saying in the books. That's really the real thing. It's not really about you getting more information. It's about you applying what it is that I'm saying in the books. So those are the most frequently asked questions I'm getting so far. I wasn't going to even keep doing What Should I Do videos. I think I made about 20 of them so far. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to look through the comments and see if I see any useful questions, because I'm getting, like I said, those cover up like 85% of the questions and stuff that I'm talking about in this video right here. So if you have a question that's similar to these, I'm not going to answer it. If you have something that's different, that's a unique situation that I feel would be a teachable moment for everyone, not just for you personally, but for everyone, then I'll make a video about it. And it's been a challenge finding those, but I'm going to look through the comments, see what I see, and we're going to keep it going as long as I see useful questions. When it gets to the point that I don't see any useful questions, then it's over. And one more thing, if somebody leaves a what should I do question, obviously for me to answer, and you respond and your response has absolutely no basis, don't make no sense whatsoever, I'm going to have to remove you from commenting on this channel. I don't want to have to do that to none of y'all. So if you don't know what I'm going to say, the What Should I Do series is for me to answer somebody else's question. So if you jump in and answer the question I'm gonna have to block you off this channel. I don't want to have to do that to none of y'all, so please refrain from responding to the questions, because I don't want people giving out bad information. I don't want people to think of this channel as a place they're gonna get bad information from somebody who doesn't know what they're talking about. Most of the people responding in the comments, you don't know what you're talking about. That's why I'm the one making the video. So that's that, and it's my channel, so those are the rules, and this ain't no democracy. That's what one of my teachers in school used to say. So that's that. Work on your fucking game. You got a good what should I do question, be detailed. Leave it in the comments down here, and if it's a good question, I'll get to it. If it's not, I won't. Work on your fucking game. DreAllDay.com. Thanks for checking out this video. Make sure you follow all my top content up here. Follow me on all your favorite social networks right over here, and make sure you are subscribed to catch all the new content I put on this channel every single day.